What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I'm going to be reviewing another collaboration beer, this time between the Foundation Brewing Company and the Goodfire Brewing Company, both out of Portland, Maine, and this is their Lotus Eater. So they're calling this one a New England-style Double IPA that comes in at 8.2% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is approximately 3.5 months old. I want to give a huge thanks and shout out to a viewer of the channel, Caleb, for hooking me up with this one. So thank you very much, good sir. I'll post a link in the description box to the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies that Caleb sent my way. And first things first, I want to apologize to Caleb because he sent me this one and the rest of the beers at the time of this review about 6 or 7 weeks ago. And at that time, I thought I was over my personal / medical issues. Turns out I wasn't. So actually all of his beer got put on the back burner like so many other beers that I had from other people. And I was anticipating drinking them quite fresh, and it just didn't happen. Now, Caleb sent me thankfully, only 2 hop forward beers. This one and another one from the Definitive Brewing Company, their Lens. And at the time of review, this one, or at the time he sent me the beer mail, this one was just under 2 months old. And now it's about 3.5 months old. And the Lens, I think when he sent it to me was like 6 weeks old, and that's going to be around 3 months old when I drink it. Not ideal freshness. So take this review with a grain of salt, like you probably do most of my reviews, and I think you should, because this is not a fresh beer, and it's not the fault of Caleb. It's the fault of myself. Like I said, I thought I was going to be over what I was going through, and fortunately, life throws you a curveball, and you gotta do what you gotta do. The beer got put on the back burner. So this one is not super fresh, 3.5 months old. I hope that it's held up to some degree, but I'd imagine this is not a true representation of what both these breweries brewed and what they, you drink this fresh. I'd imagine it was pretty damn tasty, but as is, we're gonna have to review it with what's in the can now and what's gonna be in my glass. So I'm sorry, Caleb, wish I could have got to these quicker, but thankfully Caleb, like I said, only sent me 2 hop forward beers. He sent me a big box. The rest are, imperial stouts, barrel-aged beers, fruited sours. Those all should be fine. They all went in the fridge along with this and the other hop forward beer, but I just have a feeling that this is not gonna be fresh, and it'll probably show. Hopefully it's still tasty though. So for the grist on here, they're using Pilsner, Oats, and Golden Promise, and for the hops, they're using Lotus, Azacca, and Ella, hence the Lotus Eater. Name, and I will say he sent me 2 other beers from Goodfire, and I've had stuff from Foundation. Never had anything from Goodfire, and he sent me, I think it was a Coconut Imperial Stout, and then I want to say the other one's like a fruited sour. Both of those sound delicious, and I imagine those held up better than this, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe this will be delicious. I've had double and triple IPAs from other half that were 4, 5, 6 months old that were still delicious. So I don't know. Until I drink this one, I'm not gonna, make an opinion on it. You gotta drink it first. So how does this one pour out? Well, it pours out like most New England style beers, whether it's a single, double, or triple. Has this hazy golden orange color, about 1.5 fingers of this off-white, creamy colored or creamy looking head, very murky and turbid. Plays the role. Let's get a nose. It doesn't smell as bad as I thought. It has this really nice like floral. Lotus, Azacca, and Ella. That is not a hop combo that I think many people anticipate in any beer. So I really don't know. I'd imagine Lotus probably has like a floral component. There's a floral component in this one. Yeah, it's floral, it's earthy. There's a little bit of like underlying citrus tones, like a more bitter, not sweet, like white grapefruit. There is a malt character here because of the age. It just has a more malty kind of character to it. A little bit of like caramel and bready component. But yeah, that floral, earthy, citrus tone is there. This does not have like a bouquet of like awesome tropical or stone fruits. But it doesn't smell bad. I mean, it doesn't smell amazing. It's definitely more malt forward than I would like. But again, 3.5 months old, but it doesn't smell bad. So let's get into it. Cheers, everybody, and thanks again, Caleb. That's not half bad at all. I mean, it's still drinkable. Yeah, you know what? For 3.5 months old, it's damn solid. I'm not going to sit here and BS you. It's damn solid. Is it great? No. Is it amazing? No. But it's not bad. So let's go body and mouthfeel. Body in this one, medium, higher side of medium, 8.2%. Yes. Mouthfeel, a little more carbonation I'm accustomed to with the style. It did just say double IPA on here, but this is definitely in the New England realm. It has a little bit more carbonation, but it still has a nice soft and smooth kind of sensation to it. But the mouthfeel isn't great. It's just okay, solid, but the body is appropriate. So fine by me. The taste, right at the forefront, I'm hit it with like a bitter orange peel, a pithy white grapefruit. That's right at the tip of the tongue. As it passes through, the malt character comes in. And it has this bready, almost caramel malt-like character. As that passes through the palate, midway through, maybe a little bit past the midway point of the palate, there's a floral earthiness, almost flowery kind of sensation. And I don't get that a lot. Must be from the Lotus, I don't know, but definitely a floral sensation. It finishes pretty balanced, maybe a little bit more to the sweeter side of things with the age on it, but there's a sweetness there that's nice. There's like a mild to moderate bitterness and a semi-dry kind of finish. So it has a decent balance, leans a little bit more sweet, but still a decent balance. The alcohol is slightly astringent, and this is one thing that I've noticed. And I don't know if it always works this way because I don't typically drink a lot of aged hop-forward beers. But when it comes to hop-forward beers, I feel like the alcohol is a little bit more persistent on the palate, a little bit more noticeable. This one drinks like it's 8+% for sure. And so many beers that are in the 8 to 9 realm, when you're talking about like New England-style doubles and triples, they hide the alcohol well. This one is not. And I think that's because of the age. I would say fresh, you probably don't taste that. But there's a little bit of astringency on the palate, a little bit of a warming in the chest. I would guess probably 8.5, 9% if I was doing this blind. It's 8.2, so it works. So to sum it up, is this a bad beer? Not at all. Is it drinkable? Yeah. And you know what? I am going to drink the rest of that. It's not my favorite. It definitely has fallen off. I can just tell it's fallen off. There's more malt character here than I'm accustomed to. There isn't as much of like a tropical / citrus component that I would say, you know, like a sweeter kind of like juicy kind of fruit quality. This is more floral, earthy, and malt forward, but it's not bad at all. And yeah, I'm actually happy that I got a chance to try it. I wish I would have drank it fresh. Like I said, when Caleb sent it to me, it was under 2 months old, and I imagine those extra 6 or 7 weeks probably did wonders for it. But, you know, it's not a perfect world. I'm not a perfect person, and, you know, things happen. So once again, I do apologize, Caleb. I'm glad I got a chance to try it. I'm very thankful that you sent all the beers you did, and this one included, even with the age on it, I'm still enjoying it. I'm going to drink the rest of it off camera. And, yeah, rating on the Lotus Eater from Foundation and Goodfire, I'll go... I'll be honest with you, I would give it a high 3.5 out of 5. I would go 3.6 out of 5. It's the best I can do on it. But again, that's aged. I'd imagine fresh, this would be at least a 4, probably higher, but who knows. But that's you know, it's life. That's life. So price and availability, I have no idea. If you want to chime in here, Caleb, and let me know what you paid for it, and also the availability on any of these Foundation beers. I know Foundation, definitely you can get them at the brewery. Probably same thing with Goodfire. I don't know if they make it into local bottle shops. I think Foundation, you might get some drips and drabs outside of Maine. Goodfire, probably not. They're probably too small. But yeah, Caleb, chime in. Let me know if you watch this one with the price and point and availability, or if anybody else out there has had this one or any beers from either of the breweries. Let me know what the dealio is. And yeah, appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Thanks again to Caleb. Like I said, I have a lot more beer from him coming in the near future. I have, like I said, Definitive Brewing Company's Lens. I believe that's a triple IPA. It's going to be older. But after that, I have so many cool and unique beers, including one I'm saving for my 900th beer review, and I can't wait to get into that one. So a lot of more beer from Caleb on the horizon. Thanks again, Caleb. Thanks to everybody. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review. Till the next one. Cheers.